Hi guys, welcome to View from the Gantry podcast. After the Carabao Cup shit games, yeah, how was your guys' nights after the games or during the games rather?
I'll let Matty go first, shall I?
Right?
Or we'll go. Am I going first? Am I? If obviously if both of these know the result, 3-0 Newcastle away. So I'll start with the changes. I was expecting some changes. I wasn't expecting 8. So when I seen the lineups, I thought, fuck. In all honesty, I thought, wow, brand new back four. Dubravka brought in. Fucking Matt Target playing right wing. Come on. Thankfully, he was injured in 4 minutes, so Miggy came on. But nah, Man United were fucking dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched the I watched the second half. I thought they were. I saw it 2-0 when they were after at the first 10 minutes of the second half. I thought, oh bloody hell, they ain't playing that bad then.
Mm-hmm.
And then the commentators went, "This is the best 10 minutes they played," and you're like,
Yep.
"Oh,
So-
all right, doesn't matter then."
So first half,
Yeah,
obviously.
go on.
First thing I'll say, Hannibal should not have been on that pitch. He got a yellow card quite early on, and then straight away another tackle which was due a yellow. Never got sent off, and then he was just nipping and fucking going in for tackles that he shouldn't have been. That pissed us off. For the first goal, by the way, Tino ran 60 fucking yards from right back, passed it across to Miggy, who's fucking buried it bottom right. Brilliant. And then the second
Sorry,
goal.
who was that? Livramento?
Yeah, Tino Livramento. Ran through everyone. Ran through fucking Mount, Casemiro. Everyone went past, played it through Miggy. Well, obviously, Dalot was just. The thing is with Dalot, right? He looked across at Miggy twice and still never chose to fucking run on. So the ball went through, fucking well taken goal. He did stretch a bit for it. His touch was a bit heavy, but it's against Onana, mate. My fucking nan could be in goal and save that.
Yeah. I seen the goal and I kind of thought you have to be in the right place to get the ball, which he was, but at the same time, Onana, his positioning's all wrong to try and get to the ball to save it. It's completely horrendous.
Do you not think he was at fault for all three? Not at fault for all 3 goals, but do you not think he should have been doing better for all 3 goals though?
Yeah.
So he for the first one, he's came like rushing out, and then he's decided to stop, and then Miggy's popped it over him. For the second goal, Miggy's got the ball out on the left, and 2 defenders are just standing watching him. Willock makes a run through. Dalot goes to handball it, pulls his hand out at the last minute.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then obviously,
what I've actually Mark, from what I've seen of the game, your game rather, Dalot has no defensive awareness at all.
Nah.
Like you can't. And I was going to say this about Zinchenko in our game. You need to know what's behind you. You need to know what's around you to actually defend it. If you don't know what's behind you, you may as well just not fucking be there.
Same time though, that second goal when they're both marking Almiron. Well, ever since when I used to play left back, I was always told at least, is you stay with your man. You let Casemiro deal with the runner behind.
Yep.
I don't care whether Casemiro doesn't want to run or whether he thinks he can take that man and let you run. Casemiro is meant to cover the runner. That's his whole point. Yeah. Fullbacks are meant to stand up to the winger and then let the whole midfield deal with the runner. He didn't do it. No. And then Tano tried to fucking spike it out like he was playing volleyball. I ain't got the way through.
Mental, like.
It was a good goal by that Hall though.
Mate, Lewis Hall, he started off in midfield. He dropped onto left back, and he's sitting on the edge of the box. He's a left back sitting on the edge of the box. Ball comes over, hits it first time. Brilliant, well taken goal for his first senior goal.
But is that on loan from Chelsea?
Aye, with an option to buy. Yeah.
Is it?
In all honesty, take him.
I wouldn't.
Because the reason I take him is I want to start looking like Brighton, where we plan ahead. So when Trippier goes, Dan Burn goes, we've already got a right and left back. Tino Livramento has started 2 games in the Carabao Cup and got 2 man of the matches. Mate, he is unreal. And it's a shame how we can't get Trippier and Livramento in the team.
Would you not play him at left back if push came to shove? If you had to force them in, would you not want to play him at left back instead of Dan Burn?
Well, that's the thing. Why would you change it? Dan Burn at left back, it seems to work. So why?
Yeah, but you've just said Liverpool's had 2 player of the match performances.
At right back,
you know what I mean? It's 6 and 2 threes. They're both good players in their own right, but if one's actually in form, so I don't think Dan Barnes actually in form. I think he does the job and he does it well. But Liverpool just seems to be that new up and coming player that you've needed at the back.
It's crazy because of
that third goal. That third goal was unreal.
Oh.
What I mean by that is, the whole move, right? It was the Joe Linton absolute crashing into Amrabat and getting the ball and playing it straight forward, not thinking about going sideways, which I'm going to cover in the West Ham game. Not going sideways, going straight in, going, you know what, we're going to go for it. And then I think Onana again, he's falling down like he's in fucking slow motion, isn't he?
Mate,
he's in Narnia, not in slow motion.
We've missed Joe Willock. What a player! And I kind of showed.
We've missed Joe Willock.
I was going to say that. I was going to say I think it's been one of the best signings or that we've made. He's just composed. All fair to Gordon though, the run he does across into Maguire, he pulls fucking Lindelof along with him, which gives Willock the space to shoot. We just outmatched them, mate. Outmatched them and outplayed them all night. Casemiro was fucking so shit. I know it's his first game from injury, but he's a fucking £70 million player. He was dreadful. He was so shit. Mason Mount, get him out of the fucking Premier League, mate. He was terrible. He was so shit. I'm buzzing.
I want to say just before you go on your conclusion, Matty, how wrong my opinion was on Sunday rather than when we done the podcast about, is it Matty Longstaff? It's not Sean, is it? Is it Matty Longstaff?
Sean.
That's Sean Longstaff. Ken what? That shot he had in the second half, that was like a fucking rocket, and it's just missed the post. I've went, well, you cunt, he's actually got something.
I'm telling you, if you need
he's actually pretty decent.
If you need a box midfielder that goes forward for England, I don't see what a bad option he is.
No,
you know what I was thinking though is he isn't outstanding. Like, I've never watched the game and went, holy shit, he's the next best thing. Yeah, I've watched him and I've been like, he does the basics really, really well, and that's what you need. If your team isn't playing well, you need the folk to do the basics to then build up on top of that. And I think he has done that. Would I still put Conor Gallagher in front of him? Probably. But there's an argument for him to get in the England squad. So my opinion was wrong. I can man up and say that.
Was it how good you were, Matty, do you think, or how bad Man United were?
Fucking go. Fucking starting already.
I know Man United are shit at the minute, but I think we generally turned up. We like, it's annoying because I don't want to be one of these, you fucking love, like you bum in Newcastle because you're the richest club in the world, all that shit. But this last season and this season,
like you're normally,
mate, I've supported Newcastle since I was like 4-year-old, mate. I've been through the troubles, but last season, this season, we've stepped up massively, and when it comes to big teams, we are starting to turn up. But obviously we've beat City, we've beat Man United. Let's fucking knock Chelsea out as well.
You know what it is as well, and I don't think, and I agree with you, you have to start turning up against the big teams. The best thing that you have done is turn St James's into a fortress. No one wants to go there anymore. Everyone expects it to be a tough game. And I'm not comparing you to Sheffield United, but remember when Sheffield United came up at Bramall Lane? Nobody wanted to go there because it was a hard place to go. Everyone knew.
To be fair,
everyone expected a tough game, and I think everyone expects that at St James's. And actually, on Saturday, you might see me on Sunday, might fucking not.
It's just a bigger stadium of light, really. I think St James's, isn't it?
You can say yourself doing your fucking cunt.
Piss.
Honestly, Dave.
They both smell of piss, so you're fine.
I've just came off a good result. Do not fucking insult us mentioning that scum.
It's Stamford Bridge, in it, just before Christmas.
Yep.
At home. Away for that. Yeah, away for you lot. You'll win that, wouldn't you?
I'm not worried. I don't think that's me being. I don't think that's me being naive. I'm not worried. I know it's a Stamford Bridge.
No, I wouldn't be either.
But again, it's a Chelsea. We will probably put that as a team.
Sorry, go on.
I think we'll put out a team.
Is Nkunku going to be back from his injury though, or is he still going to be out? So I think that could be a big factor when he comes back.
I don't think that will matter in a one play, and I don't think Pochettino would risk him in a League Cup game before the Christmas period either.
Say that he has done strange things before.
Yeah, what I mean is though, I think Newcastle have been pretty fortunate with the draw, and I know obviously you've had City, United, there you Chelsea, but definitely with the United, you've got United at home, which I think playing United at Old Trafford at the moment is more favourable than playing them away because they need to play in front of their fans, and they hate being pressed. And also as well, now you're playing when you play Chelsea, they don't like being pressed either. They want to have time on the ball.
I'm not worried. I think obviously with the season Chelsea have had last season and the way they've started this season, I don't think I should be worried. I think we've got a better informed team. Obviously they've got better in places, better players.
Yeah.
But the way we work together, I think it was nice to see the depth of the team tonight as well. That we've actually got.
That's just how big their squad is. They have 3 players per position, mate.
Right, exactly. Right.
Well, I wanted to touch on that too, because obviously you've got Tonali out for 10 months or whatever it is. It actually impressed me how well Eddie Howe was able to look into his squad and go, he can do a job here. Yeah, United were poor, I get that. But it was good to see that you could fit other people in that isn't Tonali and go, holy shit, we actually might be okay while he's out. Because Tonali is going to be a big miss. Everyone can know that. But you could tell they could play together. It wasn't like you had plonked somebody in and it was sort of everyone else was playing and he was just kind of kicking the ball on the fucking sideline. You've all played well together.
Well, that's it. I mean, obviously Bruno was on the bench, so the midfield was obviously Joelinton, Willock, and Sean Longstaff. Obviously, Willock's first start, since coming back for injury. We already know Willock and Sean can do a job. So
that's nuts when you think about it, though, because I slagged off United last week at the weekend for not having a whole midfielder against City, and then you lot have gone to Old Trafford and not even felt the need for one.
No, exactly,
and it's worked.
It was crazy. Obviously, it was a bit worrying seeing the
Matty,
back four.
Do you think that was a case of it was United and you didn't fear United, or was it the case of we don't necessarily have another CDM and you don't want to risk Bruno because of Saturday?
I'd say a mix of both, because obviously when Target went down, Bruno got mentioned. He was already out warming up, and even the commentator says, I don't think Eddie Howe was that stupid to bring him on in 5 minutes. Looked at other players, which is what he done, and it worked. It was a mix of both. Obviously, we've got I'd say it's a big game on Saturday. And obviously, we want Bruno as fit as we can be. But no, mix of both.
You realise as well, really, with Ten Hag's way of playing football, they long ball it and they long ball it down the wings. There's no reason to have a centre defensive midfielder on it. And if you're lacking one, it doesn't matter, because they're not going to play the middle channel anyway. They just don't do that.
I don't think, in all honesty, I think Dubravka made one save and it was Casemiro's shot in like the 20th minute.
Yeah.
That's mental.
So, finally, Matty, we've not done this before, but I'm bringing it in. What would you rate your performance tonight out of 10?
Out of 10? A solid 9.
Solid 9?
Are you buying the tickets for the Hotel Wembley in March, or am I? Just to know.
We'll go half, mate. Let's fuck it. We'll do it.
We'll get onto it, but we can't third it because I don't think Arsenal are in it anymore.
No.
But go on, Gav, sorry.
Right, guys, it's been a lovely video. See you next. Now I'm joking.
Not quick enough for that, son. Go on.
No, I'll let you go. I'm normally going first, so I'll be nice. I'll be the host. You can go first.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. I would like to start by just saying the lineup shook me a little bit, actually. I didn't think we'd go as strong as we did, and I didn't expect Arsenal. And I've already said it on a TikTok, so I'm going to be consistent. I didn't think Arteta would be so fucking arrogant. And I'll get to what I mean. I think a lot of people thought we'd sit there. If you've watched us against Everton and who was the other mob we lost to the week before that? Whoever, right? Doesn't matter. We sit so far back, which is unlike us this season. We're usually around the halfway line.
Aston Villa.
Villa, that's the one. I think Arteta thought we'd be doing that, sitting right at the penalty area, compressing right into the penalty box, and not giving any space away there. We didn't. We pressed you up at the midfield, and as soon as you came into our half, we beat you back. And you didn't play with a holding midfielder. And I don't care what anyone says on TikTok. Jorginho is not a holding midfielder. And when you've got Alvarez, Paqueta, and Souček, all three of them are going to be more physical than any of those three combined in that midfield. I mean, you must have been shaking your head as soon as you saw that lineup.
I expected it because it's almost identical to what we played against Bournemouth. It's almost identical. And we didn't play well in that game either. Bournemouth were just pish in that game.
Can we go for the first goal?
But of course we can, because it happened in the game.
I'll say it was a foul on Ramsdale. I'll happily admit that. I think I obviously slagged Thingy off for saying goalkeepers are too protected, so you probably can't have it both ways. But I don't understand this no VAR thing in the League Cup. If both of them are Premier League teams, just use it.
Yep.
I don't believe the Alan Smith needs to get his head out of Arteta's arse. It wasn't the fact that Arsenal were majorly poor, and we got lucky with the own goal. The delivery is amazing on that front post.
It's one of those balls where if the front man isn't aware and awake to what's going on, he's completely... You're never getting to it. And it's always going to cause problems. And I think, because it's a cup game, I think that's why Souček is holding on to Ramsdale as so long as he is, because there's so many bodies in between the referee to them that he's never going to see it. The linesman's more focused.
I'm not blaming the officials either. That's why I'm bringing up. But I don't see why VAR wasn't introduced, because I think the officials have so much to look at.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The linesman's more focused on where the ball's going rather than what's happening. And I think that's why it was sort of like he was doing it as much as he did. But Ben White should be clearing it. Or he should be at least getting more contact onto it to divert it either up or away. I mean, was it a good delivery? It absolutely was. Was Ramsdale going to get there? I'm not too sure, but without the shirt tag, he had a better chance of getting there than not getting there.
I don't think he got there, but I still think it's a foul.
Yeah. But then this is what we've discussed this outside of the pod. When referees and people don't make the correct decision, well, obviously we're not blaming them. But then there was one about 5-10 minutes after, Souček and another players went into Ramsdale, but it's not a foul because they've all went up for the ball, and it just so happened Ramsdale's fell over. Yeah, and I feel like they've then went, that's a foul because we should award the other one that was a foul.
I've got this in my notes, right? What happened was Aguerd and Souček have gone up for it, and then Ramsdale's gone up for it and just fallen over, I think. I don't think he's even really been touched.
I think he has been touched, but it's not a foul. It's not like somebody's went into him. It's the fact that they both went up together to get it, and one's just not being strong enough to compete.
I don't think Souček had any other eyes bar the ball, and he's gone over, and then he's called it, and you're like, well, if you're going to call one, are you saying you didn't see the corner at all then? Because I think you should be at least seeing it. But then again, mate, if you call that in a round of 16 game and you're not too sure, I think that's even more of a fucking howler.
I generally think, in all honesty, Ramsdale was looking for it, because if you look at the Souček and Ramsdale, Souček doesn't take his eyes off the ball. Yeah. Ramsdale's looking at the ball and then he looks at Souček and then he goes and flaps it and falls over.
Souček does look at him, but it's not like a look to see where he is. It's more a look to see where's he and where's the box. He kind of glances and has a look up to then go for it. It's not like he's looked at him and then fucking went into him. But no, I agree. I think it's because Ramsdale's had a not a go at the official. He's went over and he's went, look, he's pulling my shirt, and the guys went, I well 1, 2. He's counted something. I think it must have been the players or something, and then Ramsdale's obviously went, all right, well, I'm going to make a meal out of it, because keepers are protected. They're a protected fucking species in the football game. But I think he has milked it to get a foul out of it, to be honest.
The last thing, I don't know if you would have even seen it, because again, Sky didn't really cover it when it happened. About 2-3 minutes before the first half finished. They didn't show it on the highlights, funnily enough. Paqueta has kicked the ball up and then flicked it away. And as he's flicked it away, Havertz has actually put his fucking full stud onto Paqueta's ankle at about hip height.
Yeah.
And it's not even a yellow. I'm sorry?
I think the only thing is because he gets the ball and he also gets the man. And I understand it's a high boot. He is lucky to not come away for yellow. He absolutely is. And I think he was just fucking clumsy. But I think it's at that height. He can't stoop down to head it. He can't run into the man. So he's just kind of thought, I'm going to make a break in the game and we'll just fucking reset. It's the only thing I can think.
And the only thing in the first half, and I'm assuming you were pulling the remaining hairs out on your head with it, is after the first
I'm not
goal,
fucking Homer Simpson.
You just looked shaky, right? Your back line just didn't look right. And then you're still trying to pass out from the back. And you had about a minute. Do you remember when you're trying to
I remember.
Right up here, and it's like I've actually got it down as Arsenal need to stop playing clown football out from the back, because it's at the point where I'm not even. I know what the argument will be for Arteta. Oh well, we're not physical at the other end of the pitch, so we can't knock it long. You haven't got Havertz.
You've got Nketiah, and Nketiah was doing it all day long. Fair enough, he was going into the man that was jumping to try and get the ball over the top. But the thing it fucking irritates me is it's the same thing every fucking time. Goalkeeper, centre back, left back, centre back, and it's the same every time. And it got to one point, I think Bowen's closing in on the Ramsdale and clear it. And I think he's passed it again, and luckily we got a goal kick. Now I went just kick it long, and they have now went right. Fucking just get into half time, just do something. Like I dare fucking want it anymore. I thought get into half time, 1-0, make a few changes, come out.
I was going to say, who did you expect to come on?
Odegaard, Martinelli, Tomiyasu, and I did expect Rice to come on just for the inklings what Arteta was saying in not midweek because it's midweek.
I can't understand how you've been dominated for 45 minutes in midfield. You clearly haven't got the legs or the strength in midfield, so you don't bring on one of the best midfielders in the world.
They've not got the fucking brains. Jorginho, time and time again, he's a Champions League winner. He's a fucking Euro winner. He's a Euro winner. Yet he can't make a simple fucking pass.
But he got caught out for the second goal, didn't he?
Yeah, it's not identical to the one against Spurs, but it's almost the exact same. He thinks he's got enough time in the ball to make an amazing pass to get us forward, and he just doesn't. He just holds it, tackles, and then he's fucked. See, he hasn't got the pace to get back around to either get a tackle in or put him off. The only thing he can fucking do is shout at him.
Probably the best part of the game, it was for me at least, was Emerson on the left back position. He's seen Zinchenko deciding he wanted to be a left winger, I think, for a second. He was so far out of position. And he's absolutely fucking pinged it. And Kudus has provided an... Matty, did you see it? The touch?
Yeah.
For the goal?
So my issue would be, from Arsenal's point of view, is how are you letting a centre-back ping it from halfway line across over all the pitch to Kudus? That first touch of Kudus takes Zinchenko out the game. Straight away was touched. Yep. I've seen Gav obviously moan about not closing down. But what's Gabriel doing? Gabriel's just hands behind his back and put his leg out, stretch his leg out.
I don't blame Gabriel. He's done what he's meant to do. He's made himself as big as possible. Fair enough, it went through his legs. But no, it's not. It's Zinchenko, and it's what I said against Darlow. He needs to know who's behind him. Not once has he looked behind him and thought, he's behind me. Oh shit, it's Kudus. He hasn't got a fucking weak foot. He's got fucking both feet.
Gabriel is that close, he can close him down and chooses not to.
No, but why? No, but he can't get there because he's already winding up the shot. By the time he's took a second touch, he's already winding up to take the shot. Gabriel's done the right thing, in my opinion. He's made himself as big as possible. It's unfortunate it went through his legs, but he can't do much else. He can't get there because the shot's already coming.
Slide, throw your body in it. For me personally, I think he can do more than what he done.
I don't think Gabriel shouldn't have to. Zinchenko should have fucking done it first off.
I think it's a 50-50. I think both of you are right. I don't actually think Gabriel realised Kudus was a left footer. Was the problem? And that sounds so stupid, but what I mean is, if you look at his stance, it's like he's protecting the near side.
I think he's just trying to make himself as big as possible.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, it's like he didn't even realise that he'd be trying to bend it in. You can argue that he was in the right position, but it's I don't care actually. The ball and the touch.
It was an amazing touch. It took Zinchenko right off. I mean, he was never fucking there to fucking be off, but he just took that extra touch, which, I'm sorry, no Premier League centre-back, full-back, defensive-minded player lets Kudos take a second touch in your box. It doesn't happen. It shouldn't happen, but he did, and it's a goal. I don't blame Ramsdale, to be honest, because I think Ramsdale, he's seen it a bit too late to cover the ground, so I don't blame him. But Zinchenko shouldn't have started for me, and I'm not going to be one of these where the lineup cost us. I'm not. But Tomiyasu, I don't know what he needs to do to actually get a start consistently.
I think the subs cost you, because I think you're right. If you make
except for one.
The other guard. What I mean is, if you make the Rice and the Tomiyasu one first, you're 1-0 down. All right, you dominated possession. You're not getting anywhere, but you dominate possession. If you put Rice in there and you put Tomiyasu in there, you've nullified our right wing, which is our main channel of going down. Mm-hmm. And also, you take Paqueta out of the game. Well, you'd think actually putting Rice in. I'll get to that as well, because boy, did he have a bad game. But the third goal has just sealed it, I think. I think you lot just gave up after the second one, to be completely honest. I think after Arteta saw the 2-0, I think the 3-0 just came at them and they just went, oh, well, we're done, ain't we?
But why is he not seeing it's 2-0? I'll make changes now. No. We'll go to 3-0 down. Make sure the game's out of fucking sight. And then we'll bring people on.
Usually he's quite proactive though, isn't he?
He was last year.
Yeah.
This year, I just don't know what he's done. I really don't.
Zinchenko's a massive problem now. I've not seen him play that badly. I didn't realise he could play that badly. That was terrible.
You know what the second goal reminded me of? And it's not the same. But Liverpool Anfield last year, we were 2-0 up and we drew 2-0. He was just shaky. He doesn't know how to defend. If you want to play him as a centre mid, play him as a centre mid instead of Jorginho, and you play Tomiyasu there. Because then, even though it doesn't work, you don't have a man out of position.
Do you know what's so fucked up about that though? Is you've got Tomiyasu's a right back, isn't he? First choice. He's first choice. Yeah. So he's a right back, but he plays left back better than Zinchenko.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's one of those things that when Zinchenko joined City, he was a centre mid. It's 6 and 2
Do you see why City let him go?
Yes, I thought that. If I'd done a U and I'd done my notepad and stuff, that is exactly what I thought. I went, there's a reason why they let us have him. So it wasn't the fact of it's Arteta, we'll give him a little bit of a bargain. They've given us a bargain bucket of fucking bones. Yeah. It's fucking shit.
I think just from my end, the only 2-3 more things I want to say. I think Paqueta's gone back into his best. I think he had a couple of off games, but I mean,
he pissed me off today.
Do you know what it was? Because the problem is, I slagged it off last night when we were on a different chat. I slagged it off last night, gamesmanship and doing kicky ups on a pitch. When Kudus has done 4 kicky ups and then knocked it off after doing someone, I've started pissing myself laughing. I could have fallen off my chair in the living room. It was class.
Paqueta pissed me off because people on this podcast have said it before. Oh, Arsenal did my heading because they just fall over in the row of boot.
Oh,
the amount of fucking times he's went down and he's barely been touched. It was unbelievable.
Fabio Vieira, and you're bringing up Paqueta. Are you okay?
He didn't let me finish. I've not got to my Arsenal point, Charles. And you fucking spiel your thing because you've actually won again. So, Paqueta went down like he'd been shot 2 or 3 times, and there was barely any contact. Yep, Fabio Vieira he's done it. He isn't strong enough to be a Premier League player. He just isn't. He's a man playing a boys' game. Havertz is strong enough. The problem is he's just not got a fucking brain in his head.
The problem is he's just falling down. Right, okay.
Right, so I can't say one about fucking a West Ham player because you support West Ham.
No. I've said Paqueta's light touch, and I think he is. But the problem is, mate, is I moan about Arsenal players doing it because it isn't one. It's fucking all of them.
Yep, and I agree. It's not all of them. There is a select few that do it every fucking game, and it pisses me off as an Arsenal fan. I get that, but you can't sit here and go that your players don't do it.
He's always played light touch.
There was one challenge Paqueta wasn't given in the first half, and in the second half, every single one was given.
The perfect example of that is when I think he's done 2 of your players and then backtracked back into the goal side of the half, and then he's been touched very lightly off Reece Nelson, and he's gone down. And Alan Smith's gone, I think he just got exhausted. I don't think it was just exhaustion. I think he knew he was going to get it because of how much hands had been on him. Yeah. The thing before that. The last thing I want to bring up, the biggest point I want to bring up is, has anyone seen Declan Rice?
Oh, here we go.
No one's seen him?
I turned off after the first half of the team game, but
he had half hour, mate, and he done fuck all.
He gave the ball away more times than he gained it.
Do you know what it was reminiscent of? I wanted him to lose, but it was reflectant of Lampard coming to Upton Park. He looked like he wanted to do it all when he came on. He wasn't just wanting to play his part and be a whole midfielder and move the ball forward. He wanted to do it all. His first ball, Gav, if you remember, was the inside left channel to Martinelli.
It's
and he's hit 15 yards over him.
Yeah. No, not Connor. It's went out for a goal kick. Sorry.
But he's done it 3-4 times during the game. The only thing he was getting right was the left and right side was passing. Paqueta left sign on him, which do you know what I wanted to happen is I wanted when he came on, I wanted the type of the arrogance of thinking, what you think you just leave us and we can't play football without you, sort of thing. Like you've moved to a bigger club to win trophies, but what are you doing now? It's not to dig his hair. That's your best chance of silver.
It was air quotes.
That's your biggest chance of silver, and it's fucking gone. So he can shove his trophies up his arse. And I've had this discussion with a Spurs fan. Oh, what's the difference? Kane at least had the respect to go to Bayern Munich. That cunt decided to go to North London to still win nothing. So, sorry. Go on. Sorry, Gav, I'll let you go.
No. I don't know where to fucking start. And I've already done a TikTok on it, and I'm going to be the same. I'm not going to sit here and try and get fucking bites or likes or whatever or views. West Ham deserve to win. They've came out with a good team, but it's good enough to be a Prem team. I think it is your strongest Prem team in my opinion. They've came out with that mindset. They've sat in their formation. They've known what the game plan is, and know what the tactics is, and they've worked it to a T. They've done everything brilliantly. I'm not going to sit here and go Arsenal played decent and we just were unlucky. We were poor, but it's not the reason why West Ham won. And it pisses me off because I wanted to beat you so bad just to see you being pissed off.
In your opinion, was it a lack of quality or just a lack of effort?
Lack of effort. It's a lack of effort. Easy.
Yes, I think that. When I looked at the teams, I didn't actually think it was that bad a lineup.
No.
Don't
get me wrong. I thought the midfield was a bit light.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're all, except from Jorginho, they're all good in their own separate ways. Kai Havertz, for instance, it's going to sound really bad again. First 10 minutes, he actually played pretty well. His touches off the ball, and he was making the forward runs, which nobody else was except for Reece Nelson. And I think he was the one that got into Nketiah to take a shot.
But how do you not sub him off in the second half and put Trossard into midfield?
I thought Havertz was dreadful first half.
The first 10 minutes he was good. After the first goal went in, he was shit.
See what I feel with Havertz? I think he's scared of contact. See when you put the ball over Soufal and he's behind him and he mishits it and it goes into Fabianski's hand. Just take the contact.
I don't think it's a case of being scared of contact. I think it's his confidence just isn't there. He just has none. He has none to take a shot. I think it's the one you're on about, and he's sliced it out.
No, he went to put it across the box and fucking sent
Well,
it.
there's one that he's tearing it down, and I think he's went to take a shot, and he's completely just fucked it up. I think people are hard on Havertz because of his reputation at Bayer Leverkusen. He was fantastic there. He didn't show it at Chelsea, and then Arteta's built this whole thing up going, we'll get the best out of him, we'll do this, we'll do that one, and he hasn't shown it.
No,
I don't think he's been utter shit. Tonight he was utter shit.
It's the money, Gav.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but at the same time, if he costs fucking 20 million, nobody would be batting an eyelid because he costs 20 million.
Exactly. But what
That's
I mean
why
by
I think
that is
people are too hard on him.
No. 2 seconds though, because you have other players that you'll rip into for the price tag. You had a go. You've had a go last season. All right, we didn't have it recorded, so you probably say you didn't. But you don't rate Mudryk, and then you say, how can someone be worth that much if he's not
2
doing
seconds.
anything?
It's the same. It's the same with Kai Havertz, and I'm running out of patience with Kai Havertz, and I ran out of patience with Mudryk when he didn't fucking sign for us. He was fantastic at Shakhtar Donetsk, but at Chelsea he hasn't shown anything, and he hasn't shown anything since January. Kai Havertz hasn't shown anything for Arsenal since September, August. Yep, I understand he is a big money player. He should come in. He should be able to hit the ground running. Not every player can.
For Arsenal, though?
Nice one, Matty. His actually forward runs is pretty decent. It's nobody wants to pass forward to him. All we are is a right hand side. We abuse that, and then when that gets shut down, we go to the left. And then we go to the left, Martinelli's not there because he's in the centre trying to get the fucking ball. And it was the same tonight. Trossard was stuck out on the left, he got the ball and there's no one else there. And then he's getting double marked, and then the ball gets given away.
But you've got an answer tonight. If you really wanted an answer, you don't take Zinchenko off. You take Havertz off for Tomiyasu. You put Tomiyasu at left back and you bring Zinchenko in the midfield with Declan Rice. And that sorts that midfield out. I don't want to act like I know more than Arteta. I just think he bottles it in the big moments. And any Arsenal fans going, West Ham fans are having thingy about a League Cup game. Mate, all joking aside, settle your fucking self. It's a London derby, and genuinely, I believe it. It was the only chance you're getting silverware this year.
I don't think it's the case that Arteta bottled it. I think Arteta's too naive. He goes... This is what pisses me off, right? He's too naive into the games, during the games, and after the game, I've watched his press conference and he goes, we weren't good enough. We weren't fucking good enough. The past 48 hours, I've been drilling into them how big this game is. Yet you've rested our summer signing, our highest signing ever. And I wondered that I don't give a... And I'm the same as you, Jay. Yep, it's a Carabao Cup. Is it as big as the fucking Prem and the FA Cup? No. Is it a cup? Yes. And he hasn't played them. And then they've went, well, what do you need to do for Saturday? Oh, well, we'll just learn from this. We'll learn from this defeat. We'll feel the pain. What are you? Here comes the boom. Like, no, it's not a fucking movie. We're not doing another documentary where we're going to fucking have a happy ending.
It's as well fans coming out and saying Declan Rice can't play 3 games in a week. He's 24 years old and he's been doing it for us for the last 4 years.
I don't know who the fuck has said that.
That's wrong.
A shit. You know what? I agree with. We don't want him injured. Completely get that. But at the same time, bring him on for 45 minutes.
I think Arteta is naive as well with his press conference saying, we'll travel and beat Newcastle on Saturday. I think he's expecting an easy game.
No, I don't think he is expecting an easy game, but at the same time, you don't expect any fucking manager to time in the we're going to go to the tune and get smacked 3-0.
Post-match conference guy, no, don't worry, lads, it'll be 3-1 at the weekend as well. Yeah.
We don't expect it to be like, we're going to go up to Newcastle and Almiron's going to score a hat-trick and fucking Havertz is going to get an injury. Like, he's going to try and be a bit more... No, he's going to be a bit more like, right, we need to learn from this, because every manager is publicly spoken. Politically correct is what I would say. They try to be all wordy-durdy when they just want to turn in and gun. We were shit. We didn't fucking perform well. But for me, the lineup was as good to win the game Was midfield light? Yes. But Havertz needs to tuck a few chances away. Nketiah had one. Right, I've fucking loved Nketiah for the past 2 weeks, and that can't just turn back into fucking like he should be.
Couldn't
like
finish his
when he
dinner,
was at
could he?
Leeds. Couldn't finish his dinner, couldn't get the fucking ball, couldn't pass, couldn't dribble,
Yeah.
couldn't do fuck all.
I think
One
Nelson was a
silver
bit
lining. See, I disagree. That was what I was just about to say. He was the only silver lining in that first half. He
Reece
was running
Nelson.
for. Yep, he was running
Yeah,
forward.
no.
He wanted to get in the box. He was passing it off. And I think I know what you're getting at. The one where he's dribbled in the box and he's turned again and he's took a shot on.
Just
You want to do that on mine?
when I say selfish, I don't mean like the full 45 minutes. What
No,
I've
no.
seen where he's had the ball and there was better options around him, and he's just tried to ping it, and it's obviously not worked out.
But you need that. I would moan if he's going to do a Saka, not a Saka necessarily, but he's going to sit on the wing. He's not going to do anything. He's going to do a few step overs. He's going to pass back, and we're going to pass it back to midfield. I would rather you're trying to get in the box, set somebody else up, or at least just get a shot away, trouble the keeper. It's Fabianski in goals. The cunt's got shit hands. Like he could have easily parried it out for a corner. Like there was one where it came in and it was gone out, and he just fucking tipped it over for no reason. It could have happened like that. Reece Nelson was the only one that actually wanted to do something. Trossard just didn't get the ball enough to do anything, and when he did, he was passing backwards. Zinchenko can't defend. Jorginho shouldn't be in the fucking club. Ramsdale, don't actually moan at him for anything except from the third goal. I'm not too sure why he's trying to fucking swipe it rather than actually just fucking catch it or save the fucking thing.
Deflection.
Yeah, but it's not a big enough deflection to fucking move his fucking arms and stuff.
Just to say, just the last thing I want to finish up on, because I think I said this last week. I'm going to keep on saying it. I think Arteta since last season has made a massive mistake and an overreaction. I think he's created a bigger problem now by having depth, which hasn't actually resulted in depth. What's resulted in is someone has a stinking 90 minutes in Havertz, and you have players that aren't playing too bad. But the forward line weren't getting any service, so you can blame them all you want, but they weren't even getting a pass into their feet. Havertz is in that midfield, and he's done absolutely nothing, and yet he gets kept on the pitch. Where's the consequence? He'll probably start at the weekend for you against Newcastle.
Do you know where his consequence is? At fucking Swansea. Charlie Patino is good enough to be playing that fucking squad.
Yeah, but that isn't the only one.
No, it's not.
Could have fitted in there today.
He's injured.
Okay, Mohamed El Neni could have went in there today. You could have put Trossard in the midfield today. That's not an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. No, but it isn't. No, because from what you were saying against Man United, we didn't have a holder. United didn't play with a holder, and you went, why not go into the academy and get one? We had Charlie Patino, who is in the senior squad, but he's at Swansea because he doesn't think he's ready. He wants to do. He thinks he's going to do another Saliba. He thinks he's going to do another Saliba, and he's going to spring fucking bloom in fucking Wales, and then he's going to come back and be ready. And because Charlie Patino was already out the fucking door in the summer, Arteta went, look, if you go and actually impress at Swansea, you've got a chance coming back in. Why does he not have one now? Fair enough, he isn't as strong as, say, a Rice. His work rate, though, is brilliant. And I think there's been 2 mistakes, and I don't think, I might be wrong, but was Arteta the one that sent Willock to Newcastle?
No idea. I don't know when it went. When it would have gone.
I think he might have done. 3 years ago.
I think so. Yeah. We're coming up.
I think that was just the start of Arteta's reign. He sent him to Newcastle. His work rate was better than anybody's on that pitch tonight. And Emi Martinez. He has been a better goalkeeper than both Ramsdale and Raya this season, and potentially last season. We shouldn't have let him go. The only thing I think let him down was his attitude. He just thought he was better than fucking every keeper in the world. And you know what? Unai Emery, I don't like the fucking guy, but he's actually getting a fucking song at him.
We on to bigger and better things. Obviously, we just got the small idea out of getting Arsenal out of the way. That didn't take very long. Maybe it's a North London trait. Maybe they bottle it when they're East End. I don't know. we have Liverpool next in the Carabao Cup, so we'll get put out at Anfield, I would think.
I don't think so.
Okay. I said that about Arsenal, so who knows? Maybe we'll play more free in the Carabao Cup, but we had Man United at Old Trafford last year, and we fucking bottled that, and I don't expect us to do any different at Anfield, but there we are.
I bet Liverpool are the same. They don't always put a strong team out.
No, but they just bring Salah off the fucking bench, didn't they?
I think it'll be an interesting game. I think that game goes to extra time.
Oh, I'd love it if it did. Yeah. It's an away day opportunity as well. If I can get a ticket, I'll be playing.
Ours was a fucking away day. Wasn't fucking good though, was it? You know what though, and I'm gonna say this because fucking Ty had a fucking hissy fit at the Chelsea fans at the London derby, where they were singing something about Arsenal, and Arsenal's had to pop back at them, and he was like, they shouldn't be chanting at us. And then I think George Robbie was going, but we've retaliated. It's a bit of fucking banner at the end of the day. It was Arsenal were singing to West Ham fans, Rice left because you're shit. And then he's just turned around and went, we know what we are, champions of Europe. And I was like, that's fucking class. It's a great comeback. I'm not going to lie.
Did you not hear at the end as well? Are you watching Declan Rice?
I had it muted. I'm not going to lie. I was too busy doing TikToks.
We were
right, I'll do the same.
We were screaming, you're getting sick in the morning.
I'll tell you what, just before we go into our ratings, Jay, have you seen the Man United fans that were sitting in front of Ten Hag?
Yes, yeah.
Giving him fucking stick. Rightly so, and he's just sat there going...
Don't know why, mate. It's the Glazers' fault. They should have come on at half-time and scored 3 goals.
They'd be fucking silly. It's about the fucking seagull shite in the leaky ceiling. Like, come on. Fucking stupid stadium as it is. Right. How well did West Ham play out of 10?
It's got to be a 10, isn't it? I think we made the team that was runners-up in the Premier League look bang average tonight, and I think bang average is a very nice way of saying it. I'm trying to be respectful to you in a sense. I think we possibly made them look like a championship side at times. They had more possession, fair enough. We'll let every team have more possession. We don't give a fuck. They had one chance, they scored from it at the end. And to be honest with you, I know a couple of Arsenal fans come out and said they were deserving of the goal. They weren't. A 3-0 wasn't flattering to us. A 3-0 was a 3-0. But there we are. 10 out of 10.
I would go 9. I would go 9 out of 10. Just because you have to be exceptional to get a 10 out of 10.
I think we were.
You weren't quite exceptional, but you done really, really well.
Well, my argument would be Ben Rama's had the best game he's had in a long time for us. So Paqueta was back to his best. Kudus had... I didn't know a lot about Kudus before he's come. He's already won me over by November. Bowen, I think we've just found our new number 9. Without Antonio.
I told you that last year.
Get him on the bench. No, at the start of the season he wasn't playing well through the middle. So, but it works with Kudus on the right because I think it allows for a bit more space. I think Souček actually had a good game. I don't know why I'm saying that, but Souček did. Alvarez was decent. Mavropanos, by the way, he's a bit shaky in Europa League, but looks quality tonight. Emerson, Kufal, both safe.
It was written in the stars for him to have a fucking good game.
And Fabianski was just sitting in the stand having a pint, I think, for half the game. So, it's what it is, really, isn't it?
The only reason I say 9, right, is because we did get the goal and it was easy. And this is what pisses me off.
It's the 93rd minute, mate.
No, I get that. But you need to, for a 10, you need to close out the game. You need to make sure that he doesn't get the fucking chance in the first place. But it's happened again. We've waited to the 90th minute to get the fucking ball in. Just
Arsenal's
one simple
pass.
For
me, by the way.
Oh, that's fucking good. We're in the Carabao. Well, we're not in the Carabao Cup anymore, but we
won. You're not, no.
Right. Arsenal 2 out of 10.
Oh.
And I've been very fucking nice.
Do you know what he's done? He got Nketiah printed on the back of his shirt at the weekend.
I fucking did.
He's already got it off. He's already ironed the cunt and got it back off.
He fucking did not. I did not.
Yeah, I think that's everything I've got to say, apart from the fact that we're massive.
Aye. Final thoughts, Matty, apart from fucking we are massive over here?
Must fucking brilliant night. A brilliant couple of games in the Carabao Cup, knocking both Manchester teams out.
What is it, Hawaii the lads, and we'll do the Gunners up at the weekend as well?
I'm expecting a fucking 3-0 victory. Like.
Are you, sorry, just quickly, actually, before Gav ends it, are you worried about that game or not? I don't want to set him off. I'm not trying to set him off. I'm just asking.
Fucking worried my arse. I'm
No.
fucking petrified
I'm
after
not
that
worried.
fucking performance. Like,
I think,
The only
how
reason
can
I
I be
asked-
excited? We all know Jorginho's going to fucking play. It
The only
is
reason
what
I
it
asked
is.
is you've got a 2-1 Arsenal, Gav. Matty's
Yeah,
got a
we all
draw,
do.
and I've got
Yeah.
3-1 Newcastle. I think I'm coming in for that.
Mm-hmm. I think if we
But-
press them and we hit them early, I think they'll flumble.
Declan
We've got
Rice
goals
is
enough.
the big games, is he?
This season,
There
which
we
has
are.
probably been one of our weak
So
points.
do we in our fucking net. Like, it's just fucking. Again, what? Just to finish off, last season I went into games expecting a good performance. I knew we were going to win. This season I'm going into games like I was 2 years ago, not knowing what the fuck we were going to do. Don't know if it's going to. We don't know if we're going to fucking turn up. Don't know if we're fucking not. Against Newcastle at St James's, it's fucking highly unlikely that we're going to turn up.
I just
I'm
love
hoping-
seeing an Arsenal fan melt down its class. It's just
I'm
different.
hoping to fuck that we go to Newcastle and it's going to be the case of we're here, we know how big this game is for the season, let's actually turn the fuck up. Do I think it'll happen? I fucking hope so. But no, I think we're going to get beat after that performance. I'm not a fucking Arsenal fucking deluded anymore. Yeah, it fucking is what it is.
It's horrible. I can't stop smiling, but we don't win very often, so.
Especially against us. That's Moyes' 5th win ever against us. Fucking brilliant. Right, lads, it's been fantastic. Hopefully you two have a good fucking Carabao Cup next round. Hopefully you both get fucking put
come
up.
down for the piss up in March at Wembley for the final. Newcastle West Ham. We've heard it here
Oh
first.
yeah. Well, that'll be fucking brilliant, won't it? I'll wear my right stop for you all.
Yeah.
Right, so
At least you found them.
it's been great.
Yeah, he's
Right.
in Paqueta's pocket, isn't he?
I wouldn't quite say Paqueta, but anyway, that's fine. We'll just wait till fucking Boxing Day when we smash you up and down the fucking park. Right, lads, it's been great. Have a good night, and we'll end it here.
Good.
Cheers.
Right, see you, lads.